Hello everyone, Ron Ragland with Kirk's Appraisal. This is for Mitchell Ultramate users, and I'm going to show you how to do some things in Mitchell that you may not be aware of or know how to do. So for starters, let's work on profiles. One thing you want to do is always set up your profiles first and foremost. If you don't know how to do that, I'll show you how and how to import a profile from a company such as Kirk's Appraisal, where we have our own profiles already set up, and all you need to do is import those in. So it's real simple. I already have a profile set up I want to import in. I go to the System Info tab, System Profiles, select Import, and there's my SPF. Import it in, done. Simple as that. System Info, System Profiles, Import, and there it is. It's already in. Simple as that. Next thing we want to do is set up our clients. So we go to System Info, Name and Address List. Select the insurance company, New. Let's do a test insurance. We'll drop down to the default profile, and we're going to take on the test profile for test insurance. At this time, typically you'd want to put a main number in here, then you select OK. Now when you go into your admin in your estimate, we'll open up an estimate here for educational purposes. So we want to make sure this profile associates with test insurance, so we'll scroll down here to test insurance. The way we know we have the appropriate profile is we go to the Profile tab, and it says Test Profile here. Simple as that. And what this does is helps you associate specific guidelines as far as labor rates per territory or specific disclaimer. Some clients have very specific disclaimers, so you want to associate the insurance company with that preset profile. So profile first, then set up your insurance company under the name and address book. Next, we're going to import an MIE, which is the electronic version of your estimate, also known as a work file. Here we'll go to Utilities, Read Import File. Now typically you'd have an import path set on your desktop. However, you can put that import file wherever you will. This is really good for taking another Mitchell user's estimate and bringing in their estimate into your Mitchell, and the scenario would be a supplement or a revision, etc. So on this one here, we're just going to bring in an old estimate into our Mitchell. Now it's in. So we can open that up. We see the original estimate, and we can complete the commit the estimate, complete the supplement, or make revisions, whatever needs to be done. So again, it's Utilities, Read Import File, wherever you have it stored. I just have it in a Mitchell folder on my desktop. There's my MIE. Would I like to import it? Yes. Now this one here, I have an error code. What it is, it's a very old estimate that was written several years ago, and it could have been a supplement, and if that were the case, then it's locked out. Nothing's going to happen with it. But anyway, you typically import it in and click OK. That's as simple as it is as far as importing a Mitchell work file, also known as the MIE. One thing that's very important to the insurance companies is the inspection site. You'll always want to put in the inspection location and the inspection date. Another thing that's real important is a file number or claim number. Now some clients will require a claim number in lieu of the file number. Otherwise the scrub, when it goes up to their management system, will not accept the files. But this is real important, is to have a file number. Typically you would have a file number or claim number. Some just choose to put the claim number there. Either way, but some client requirements do require that the claim number be entered in the file number field. Next thing that's very important for the insurance clients is on total losses. Very important that you flag the point of impact as a total loss. Of course, you can have multiple point of impacts, like we have the front center, but you also need to set total loss. What this does when the insurance company gets the data, it excludes total losses from their severity reports and parts usage. So it's very important to select total loss here, and the point of impact can be selected also. Continue on with total losses. Next thing you want is to select loss designation as a total loss. Now some profiles are set to where there's no threshold. Some states require no threshold. Some states require a certain percentage level of threshold. Some clients require certain threshold percentages. Either way, if the vehicle is a total loss, you need to make sure that the total loss designation is selected. This way it prints out on the estimate. The handling adjuster can see that it's a total loss immediately and start the process of total loss. Let's discuss messages. This is where your disclaimers go in. Some clients require certain information at the top of the estimate, which would be message number 1, but typical are message number 1 and message number 8, end of estimate. Okay, these are very client specific or state specific disclaimers, or a combination of both. But those are your two typical disclaimer locations. There are some that will go into message number 2 and put something like no supplements approved without reinspection or whatever, but the two main ones are message number 1, message number 8. Alternate parts. If you are a subscribing member of Mitchell Ultramate, you would have a matrix, the MAP, M-A-P-P matrix for aftermarket and recon parts, alternate parts. Make sure that when you set this up, you select alternate part search via matrix. Typical is remanufactured and Kappa only. You have multiple options here, but these would be the typical selections here. Remanufactured and Kappa, most common. And then per that client's guidelines, vehicle mileage that qualifies for aftermarket and age, and then the state legislature and the map matrix that you're pulling from. Some will have multiple map matrices based upon the area of the country. Some clients, just an FYI, will want the footer here populated with certain information on the quality parts. As always, be sure to enter any kind of specific disclaimer in this section here that a client may have. Nationwide and Harleysville are two of those that have very specific disclosures they want entered in that area. And of course, select the footer label, whether it's certified, non-certified, or LKQ. Typical would be LKQ. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions on Mitchell Ultramate, 925-303-4465. Have a good day.